Good day. My name is Ernest Minelli, 28 Pond Street, Hull, Massachusetts, candidate for our fabulous Hull School Committee. And I had an idea as I was driving down to Pemberton Point this afternoon to relax and enjoy the views of Boston Harbor, just sort of take life easy, recollect my thoughts. Thought occurred to me that many of our students go for post-secondary planning regarding either employment, the trades, community college, traditional four-year college, the military. There are lots of different options that young people have. Entrepreneurship. I think entrepreneurship and small business ownership for the coming generations is going to be at an all-time high as we go into the 2030s and 2040s. That's just my opinion. But the thought occurred to me that there's going to be a significant need, as the baby boomers retire. There's going to be a significant need for plumbers, pipe fitters, electricians, and these are skilled trades that can pay very well if you invest your time, talent, and resources into getting educated and to gaining experience in those fields. So here's a thought. We have a beautiful town. We have a destination hometown. I'm going to keep saying that. We have a destination. This is a place to live, to work, to have recreation, to raise a family. It's a lovely community. Here's what we could do. We could more intentionally reach out to, let's say, the IBEW, just as an example. Local 103, I believe, is their union title. They have a giant office in Dorchester. We could reach out to some of their representatives. Maybe we could coordinate something on the order of a summer workshop, whereby in conjunction with the Hull Nantasket Chamber of Commerce and in conjunction with the South Shore Chamber of Commerce and in conjunction with the IBEW 103 union, we could host a panel for young people from Hull and from the South Shore about the advantages and the options to explore the electrical trade. And we could do the same sort of process for plumbers and pipe fitters. So what I'm getting at is we could leverage our destination. We could leverage our hometown. We could maybe spend a little to gain a lot. In other words, have some businesses in the local community partner with us to cover some of the operating expenses of holding a one-day workshop. And maybe it's in the summertime. Maybe it's on a weekend. Maybe it's at one of our school sites, or maybe it's at the Nantasket Beach Resort at the hotel, or at one of our hotels in town, or at a conference center. Let's have it somewhere in town where we can educate young people who are, let's say, ages 14 and above, of working age, and especially those closer to their post-secondary plans, so that maybe if they're curious about the trades, they could take a summer job, maybe between 9th and 10th grade, maybe between 10th and 11th grade, maybe between 11th and 12th grade. In other words, not just waiting until they're on the precipice of senior year, but engaging young people earlier in the process so they could say, okay, let's say you might want to go into the trades or at least explore them as a possibility. And or let's say you want to go to a traditional college route, but you want to become a business owner within the trades. I know that in my previous capacity with helping students with guidance-related choices for their post-secondary plans, for my small business, I helped a student in the last 5 years. He was looking to be a tradesman, but he also wanted to get a college degree, and he wanted to focus on business administration. So he took summer jobs helping out different tradesmen, different craftsmen, and then he got well known. He got his networking in. He showed that he was a good worker with a good work ethic, and he could be trusted and relied upon. And then he was able to show his talents to the colleges that he was applying to, that he really wanted to become a small business owner. And that young man is on track in the not so distant future. He's on track to have a 4-year college degree in business administration, and he has concerted working experience with people in his case, the HVAC industry. That is what he's trying to focus on at this point. So he's going to be a business owner and a tradesman all in one. And he wants to become franchised and that sort of thing. So I'm just sharing that little anecdote with the permission of the student, just to say we have so many different avenues that our young people can explore, and we do a great job of helping them explore those options. I think we could leverage our resources. And the reason I say let's invite not just the Hull-Nantasket Chamber of Commerce, but the South Shore Chamber of Commerce. Let's invite them to our get-togethers and workshops and open houses as well. The reason I mention that is because I really want there to be an opportunity for someone who's on the South Shore Chamber of Commerce, and they might live in another town in the South Shore, and they might mention to themselves, maybe we might want to relocate to Hull. Or they might mention to their neighbors, hey, you're looking to go from renting to buying, why don't you give Hull a shot? So I think there could be a rising tide opportunity that could lift all boats. And I think if we combine the elements of promotion and really promoted our town as a destination community, we would have many different benefits to that approach. And one of the benefits could be that we could take an even deeper look at the trades, which are slated to have significant job demand within the next 5, 10, 15 years, significant opportunities for these young people. And it provides a great living, and you can have a little bit more autonomy in many instances once you reach a certain professional trade status. So again, I'm in favor of keeping all options on the table for young people when it comes to post-secondary planning. I just think that we owe it to ourselves and we owe it to our community's future to present a variety of options to young people. And then through their own curiosity and inquisitive natures, they can explore, they can ask questions, they can follow up, they can take initiative. So thank you for taking the time to listen to this message. I just want to share my ideas with the Hull voters. Please vote on Monday, May 18th at the fabulous Hull High School. I believe the polls will be open 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. that day. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.